Okay, so let's look at current commitments status. Now, probably a pretty bad title, I appreciate that. But what we're trying to find out here is just literally what you've got on already in your life and construct your trading plan around that, because there's no point in coming up with this elaborate trading plan if it's going to be completely not work for you. Example, hey, I'm going to day trade the DAX at the open. Well, if you're dropping your kids at school at 8:30, that ain't going to work for you. Hey, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Well, the point is we need to have an idea of what we can fit in, because what we choose to trade, when we choose to trade it, the time frame we trade, the markets we trade, all the stuff will stem from this. This may be fluid, but we need to have a benchmark to work from. Okay, so number one is your work obligations. Are you running a business? Do you have a job? What are your work obligations? How flexible is it? What sort of hours? Do you have kind of multiple weeks on, multiple weeks off? Have you got set hours at certain days? That kind of thing. Write down when your spare time is. Now, it's important to say, hey, you know what? This is time that I definitely have free. So let's say you're working already, you're running a business, whatever, you go in 9 o'clock in the morning, you come back 5 o'clock at night, 6 o'clock at night, 7 o'clock at night. Give yourself time to do stuff. So what I'm trying to say here is don't just say, well, I have to leave the house at kind of 8, so it means I can do something from 7 till 8. Well, you need time to get ready and stuff. We need to allocate hours that you can definitely sit down, relaxed, calm and focus. So you need to write down your work obligations. What about your family obligations too? In other words, like I mentioned before, do you have to pick up children from school? Do you have some kind of family obligations? Even are your kids back from school? You want to spend time and do homework with them? Whatever it may be, you know what it is, write it down. Number 3, how much capital you have. So we've got our work obligations, we've got our family obligations. This is a time and sort of looking at our current commitments and give an idea on what sort of times we've got to trade. Is it the evenings? Is it the mornings? Is it swing trading? Can we look at lunchtime? That kind of stuff. Then we're going to look at capital, because we don't want to be trading something that we can't afford to trade. So in other words, let's say we're swing trading equities with multiple positions in a pair trading strategy. You're going to need a lot of capital for that. So if you've only got a 10 grand account, that is not suitable for swing trading equities with that kind of strategy, because a pair trading strategy, got one long, got short, one long, one short, one long, one short. You might have 6 positions on, 12 overall positions, which is using up a lot of margin. Whereas 10 grand might be perfectly enough to day trade currencies. You've got a reasonable leverage there, might be perfectly high enough to day trade indices, might be perfect for swing trading. You need to work out how much capital you've got and how much capital you're prepared to commit. And that really does make an impact, because a lot of people kind of go in and say, well, I've got this much money, but I want to trade this strategy, and it's not compatible. So these are things we're writing down. Number 3 is how much capital you have. And number 4 is skill level. And this is not a kind of smug comment, if you like. This is a case of, what do you know already? In other words, we don't want to be starting to trade options if we don't understand options yet. We don't want to be starting to trade selling options if we're just getting started with that. It doesn't make any sense. We're going to be trading something that we know already. So maybe you're trading currencies already. Maybe you find yourself proficient at trading currencies. Not necessarily profitable, but you're proficient, you understand how they work, you understand all that kind of stuff. So maybe that's something for you to look at. Currency market. Perhaps you're very, very in tune with UK shares. Perhaps you're very, very in tune with commodities. Perhaps you don't know anything about commodities. The point is, we want to try and not give ourselves too much. Yes, you can go on a learning curve and learn something later on if need be, but we're trying to look now at the skill level, current skill level you've got, and putting the plan into action that revolves around your current skill level.